I don't have enough followers to actually create one, so I thought I'd come on and do it here. So, Dear Suna is all about women empowerment, and it's one of the reasons why I thought to put this out. So yesterday, when my had to put up when I finished putting up my latest episode, I usually put out a few reels on social media just to promote it. And it's also an opportunity for me to check and see what's happening on social media. And there was a lot buzzing about the Miss American Samoa pageant, which I thought was interesting. I have my favorite going in, and I saw a few posts and didn't want to respond right away because wanted to personally watch it. Tell me why it was hard for me to find it. Couldn't find it on YouTube. So if you're ever interested, it's actually on Facebook, on Blue Sky Communications page. So finally got a chance to watch it like late like at early morning. And then at the same time, I started scrolling again on social media this morning and I did see Amin Fipuliai is the director of tourism. And I love how Amin just put out the spreadsheet and just kind of explained the math behind it, which was thought was really cool. That shows a lot of transparency. And, Masi definitely has been getting a lot of heat. I did see a post too about just the way they are. And for sure, there are some big personalities, but I also know there's a lot of heart behind it. So I don't know who's on here watching, but that's okay. I figured this is the reason for me to grow on um, YouTube. Anyways, I just feel, especially, I was really blown away by how amazing the women were. The presentation, the preparation, the poise. One of the things I love about Pacific pageant, it's a little different from mainstream pageant, and that's because I feel growing up, it wasn't just about size, it was everything. Which also included culture. It's your ability to have a good command on the culture. It's showcasing the culture. It is also your ability to answer questions, your wit behind it, your poise. So I love that. And that's one of the reasons why I watch it. The other reasons I like watching it, even though I don't like the idea of pageants, this is an opportunity for me because the creations, the couture behind it, you get to learn a lot about the artist behind it and the work they do, and this is one of the great ways to showcase it. And so that's one of the reasons. There's several different reasons, and the women that actually take the time to actually run for this, the courage to do it is another level. So definitely love watching it in that sense, and uh you know and it's a good fun opportunity to get to see people. Oh, why isn't there any people in your life? Me too. I'm always curious. But I was trying to put this on Instagram, but I don't have that many followers, but it's okay. But I appreciate you joining. And so I wanted to come because this has become like an issue on, like, I've noticed on social media for my community, Pacific Island community. And so in the past, like lately, I've been seeing a lot around like the pageants itself, the system, the points, which of course isn't the best. But I loved how Emin put it out there and there showed a lot of transparency behind it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, so I'm on here because I wanted to share some of my opinions around I'm from I'm I have a podcast called Dear Sunga about around Pacific women. And so I had recently put out a podcast episode. Hi, Camo. Thank you for joining. So I wanted to come on. I wanted to do Instagram, but apparently I can't go live. So I figured my goal is to grow my YouTube channel. So might as well come on here and hopefully there's more Pacific Island people coming on and I can hopefully have a dialogue or conversation around it. So just getting back to the issue, the contestants, it was such a close converse, I guess, like I don't want to say competition, but the fact that the scoring was very close and the math behind it was really interesting. And even like Amin acknowledging some areas of improvements around that. But Overall, I loved the winner, Tilamai Tauiliili. She was actually really good. Her talent was amazing because it was on Taulasea, which is like the healers in the community, and how there's a part of her heritage which like showing that her grandmother was a healer and that this was something to do. There's a lot of humor behind it. So I really loved how she um presented that. And Vivian was great too. Vivian was actually one of my favorites. And the poise that she had. But what I wanted to point out is that Samoans were very supportive of each other. Okay. We are ride and die, like all the way to the end. And sometimes our emotions are really high. But one thing that I find very difficult is that when we're supporting each other, but never to the expense of another woman. That's what I feel like. So thank you, Isa. I thank you for joining. Um, but I really do feel that there should be, there's already too much challenges as a woman. And in the previous Pacific Island pageants, I this has always been a controversy too. But I loved how there was a camaraderie between the contestants themselves. And I hope that that's continuously something that we do because it shows a lot. Um, and, Tilamai was really great. Vivian was great. I know this is a difficult time, especially when you pour your heart into something, especially when you see someone you love really, take a hit. And there's moments in our own careers and in our own lives where that happens to us, and it's what we're gonna do with it. So I definitely have to commend all the contestants for the work that they're doing, and hopefully we'll continue there, which is also interesting because my next guest, she is actually um Miss Solomon Islands for 2025, 2024, 2025, Miss Elsie Pulusavai. She's Melanesian, and it's a great conversation. We did touch a little bit about the pageantry. She's also an actress. And so if you ever get a chance, she's really great. And so I thought it would be, and I loved her piece. I like her talent, I love, but she didn't win the Miss Pacific Island pageant. But there was a lot of controversy around that too. So there's a lot of interesting topics of conversations. Now that this is coming up, I wish I could add a few more on the topic. But, you know, hopefully it's great. Hi, honey, Hanili. So just wanted to come and put that out there just because I feel it's important to kind of just, I love how everyone rallied around and support, but there's a lot that can be done. So thought I'd come on and share that with you. But it's nice that I get to also meet a few people. I have a podcast. It's called Dear Sunga. It's about women empowerment, specifically in the Pacific. And so I try to have conversations with women to learn about, what they do and hear about their stories. At the same time, hopefully share something educational that some people can actually learn about. So that's what I wanted to come on and share. So thank you for the time.